So while India's corporate sector is quite happy with the kind of steps the government has now started taking, but the sector is not going to be satisfied. That was the word from Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, Joint MD at Hero Motocorp, and he says that satisfied with the direction that the government has chosen, but need to do it in partnership with the private as well as the civil sector. Let's listen into a chat with Sunil Kant Munjal from Hero Motocorp. Mr. Munjal, firstly, whatever the government has done so far, is the corporate sector satisfied with the kind of progress that is being made?
Corporate sector is never going to be satisfied until we have full ease of doing business in India. The environment in India is as competitive as other countries, but we are satisfied with the direction, and we are satisfied that this is the direction the government has chosen. And I think this is something we all need to do in partnership. It's not just the government's role. It's a role for industry, civil society, public at large, and the government to play together. We do need to create a much easier into business entry policy. We need to have a much easier operational ease of doing business policy, and we need to have an easier exit policy if somebody chooses to exit.
In terms of ease of doing business, India's ranking has slipped further. Do you think Make in India campaign can be a game changer going ahead?
My own feeling is we will see a significant improvement next year, because there's a lot of work being done right now, and that will only get reported in the next report. So I would hope to see a fair improvement next year. Whether we will reach where we need to get to in a year, I don't know. But direction clearly is right.
Talking about the auto sector in particular, the sales were not very good. It was kind of a mixed bag in the month of October, despite the fact for Hero Motocorp, on the Dhanteras day, it was a record-breaking day. What do you have to say about the outlook of the auto sector now?
So the auto sector has seen some improvement over the last few months. In some companies, improvement has been more than the others. And as you said, for us, our entire festival period was actually very, very good. We had a record sale. Not just on Dhanteras Day, but the entire period, which is now about 37, 38 days. We had the highest ever sales. Our expectation is over the next 5 to 6 months, we should see steady improvement. And next year will be the year for full potential of the industry to be exploited.
So can we say it was a one-off month that we saw of disappointment in the auto sector?
I would hope so, because we have been seeing improvement over the last few months. And I expect that to continue.
There has been this renewed sentiment of a rate cut. Do you think that should now happen with inflation coming under control, and that's
Absolutely.
going to boost demand?
Absolutely, it should happen. It's not just an actual requirement, it's also a signaling requirement both by the RBI and by the government's intent to demonstrate an improvement and the need for more liquidity in the system.